Okay, so it's been about 3 months, if not 4, maybe, since last update on this. And I realised that the last update I put out where I was repairing this wing down here. And now, as you can see, it's all back together. And it's driving again. It's driving okay. It's passed its NCT, which is Ireland's version of the MOT. It took 3 attempts. Yeah, my headlights are out of focus. My tracking was off a mile, and I had an airbag light. Sorted all them and got a test on it. So I've been driving it for the last while. It's driving lovely. I put about 1,200 miles on it. Yeah, can't complain. It's a really nice car to drive. Plans for it down the line. Need to sort out the paintwork. The paintwork's a bit shitty. It's very dull in places, and just I think it needs a good polish. Need to get tyres on it. Tyres are not great. They're an advisory on the NCT. Need to sort that. My mirrors, pretty sure they're not genuine, because as I'm driving down the road, I get a lot of this, and trying to look out through this is bad enough without this shaking, and you have no idea, is there something behind you flashing, or is it just a mirror? So that's not too convenient. What else do I have to do? There was something else. Oh yes, the rear of it. What everyone sees lets down the car is the exhaust. So I don't know if you picked that up in the video now, but that exhaust is hanging to the left ever so slightly. And this kind of diffuser that's going around it, I'd say somebody ate it to get it to fit, because it's just terrible. Like, you can see where they cut and then cut, and even at that, I had to go back at this exhaust because it was hitting off the body. This car had a hard life, but we're getting there. So engine wise, I'll fire it up. I'm after making this video 3 if not 4 times, and I keep doing it wrong. So what I was hoping is cold start. It's not going to be a cold start, but anyway, we'll fire it up so you can hear it. Bear with me. Okay, so as I said, I was hoping this would be a cold start. Not a cold start, but still, you get the idea. It's a very quiet engine. I've refreshed the cooling system, the water pump, all that. Did that when I first bought the car. The only thing to give bother lately was the alternator. As you can see, we have fresh brand new alternator in it. That got very hot. So luckily I copped it before it did completely seize up and leave me down someplace, or burn a belt off it. I just brought it back into the shed here one evening. I got this smell. I was like, something's not right there. So I swapped out the alternator. And yeah, it's been going great ever since. It's a really good car. As I said, the paintwork lets it down. I have a crack going through the windscreen that, going back through the old MOTs, has been there for years. And exhaust. Now, the note out of the exhaust is actually quite nice. And it does sound good up the revs. But yeah, where we're sitting at the minute, might just leave this sit for a while, because I have other projects which I'm going to flash to now, if I can get a handle on this, and this will be pushed back there, and we'll move on to the next things. So with everyone up to date on the 328, we'll swing it around to the E30, the 320. This is where all this BMW hardship started off, was with this car. I haven't shown this much on YouTube. I think I put up a video of the start after a time belt, which was a bit pointless, because as you can see, the engine is now out of it. So what happened here was this just, what's the phrase everyone used? Snowballed. It snowballed from what originally was refreshing the back brakes, because I think one of the cylinders were leaking on the back, to full rear end refresh, and worked my way up along. And because I did so much of the rear end, I said I have to do the front as well. So that led to the engine coming out, and everything being reconditioned. Quite a lot of work. Yeah, quite a lot of work. My plan was to have this on the road for summer 23, but about that, and just wanted to get that on the road instead. So I'd like to say I'm going to have this on the road for summer 24, but then that appeared. We'll talk about that in a minute. But as this sits, I have the head at home, I have the block over there, refreshing the head is where I am at the minute. If you were to come across me on Instagram, you could follow it that way. I might leave a link down below. I think that's what people say, innit? Leave a link down below and you can come around it that way. But yeah, it's a 4-door E30. Yeah, it's lunacy why I'd even bother doing this to a 4-door 320 at that. But guess I was idle when I started it. Now, looking back at this stage, you know, everything is going to be immaculate and it is going to be mint. And it's not a million miles off being finished. Like, it's got a great interior in it. It's really just, if I can open this without, chances are now you won't be able to see anything. Yeah, of course, it's all black there. I don't know, can you see that, or will this focus? But like, it's immaculate inside. It's really, really well looked after, so why not? Hey, what's the next update? Yes, this machine here. What's the story of this one here, you ask? Well, this came up in Done Deal, and for the price of it, I couldn't leave it there. It was cheap. It's got a few flaws. It's not perfect. It's one family owned it, I think. One family owned it from new. It's a cool colour. It's a 320. Yet again, a sucker for the small 6-cylinder. What can I say? Its clips are red. What does it need? Seals are gone in the rack in the front. Bumpers are fairly scuffy. The seat here is a bit flattened. My sunroof has decided to come away. Sorry, the fabric on the sunroof has decided to come away. Sunroof works perfect. It's a big auto. It's a nice car. It's an original car. And it's very well looked after. And it's got the original floor mats, you know. Obviously, that's not original. They are. But you know, it's really well looked after. So there's potential in this. Still don't have a full plan for it. But it's an original Joe Duffy. I like that. Joe Duffy Motors. Anyone from Ireland will, into their BMWs, will know who Joe Duffy is, or at least where he was. So yeah, that's the story of this one. Should really finish this one before I start this one, but no, me, I won't. I'll start turning to this one and have this one half done and then go back to this and a bit to and fro. But I'm going to hope to try and update it a bit better than what I've been doing over the last while. Because it'd be nice to look back in years to come and say, oh, I remember doing all that. What a waste of time that was. Or something along those lines. So yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for more. You know what I mean?